Welcome back, everyone, to the Roottree are dead. Roottree mania. I'm gonna be a little quieter. I'm trying to do a episode in the middle of the night when I'm awake. Let's see how that works. Okay. So last time we finished off this one. Oh yes. So you're looking for Sherry. Let's see. Actually, maybe not the way to do it. Here we go. What did we say? Greta Flores. Let's do that. Oh, right, the book. No info. Let's see. No. They built a charity together. That was an animal shelter. So let's talk about cricket. Mark has, so if we go Mark. No. Tony. Hey Tony. Let's see. But this is new. Florida native, so you'd expect the Miami Mercury, but that's like an older publication. So, we followed up Vic Elmsworth, did we? All the way? Okay. Our three brothers, all three of them contributors to a newspaper called the Kikiwa Falls. What's that? We looked that up. That's not real. Small town newspaper. It's a monthly newspaper of small town America. Did I unlock that? No. Locations are occasional stories that present outlandish, inflammatory concepts in extremely mundane ways. For example, on the homepage right now is an article entitled "Mermaids Strike Back Against Lobster Farms." No. No. The current issue of the paper is presented on the homepage. There are no archives. Okay. Well, let's look up Chris then. Same guy. Small town America. No. And that's really not, that's just this page, right? Yeah. Good. was at a very large church. So there she was an expert at matching the presentation of her concepts. Her son-in-law. Yeah. Okay, so we know this is Drew Smith. And he is this guy. He's Pedro Pascal. Yeah. Okay, and then these would be, oh, they'd be Smiths. They wouldn't be, hold on, Tony Smith. Mark Smith. Tony Smith. What did they say about him? He was a, seems to get the short end of the stick. This 2 listed accomplishments are that he's the oldest and he's a straight A student. Mark, a little league. Okay. That might do something. Let's see. What am I getting? Yeah, that's working. Sherry and should be hireable to come do your deal. I just hire her. I have claims to trust money. The passage also mentions her agent recommended they change her last name. Tony and Mark. So this guy must be Pete. Yastra. Okay. Which makes this Cricket. Yast. Okay. And this is an actor. And it's her. Yes. Cool.
Hey there, it's us. So, I just have to say, the work you're doing here is fantastic.
I know, right?
So fantastic, in fact.
There goes Clark. Always the bad cop. Go ahead.
Well, our law firm, Ruby Legal Enterprises, is having trouble keeping up. They're actually begging us to stop submitting new Roottrees. They said it's getting difficult to verify your progress.
Well, that's because there's no info, because you guys took it all.
Well, consider that a good thing. I told Clark you'd get results.
She says that like I didn't believe her. Regardless, the bad news is it's going to take 5 potential tree additions before anyone locks in from now on.
Cool.
Good luck.
And keep up the good work.
They didn't give me any evidence. The worst. Wait. Oh. She has another picture? Okay. Oh, good. Yeah, they're doing the new edition scam. Here we go. They just find and replace. What is this? What? Are you kidding me? Tutoring service. I have to deal with library. Oh my god, seriously? Perfect student baseball. Okay, so these are Smiths. These are Anthony. Smith. Student. That one. It's going to be Mark. Smith. Student. There we go. Can we get... This still has three clues. Isabel Crosby. Isabel Crosby. Benson County. So you're not sure which Isabel Crosby comes from. Okay. I need a better periodical. Is it still this? Effingham County, Georgia. The list seemed to feed color. Television in and around Springfield, Georgia. You come across a website that lists different channels. Channel 12. That's it. Okay. I want another... I really want another periodical. Oh, she has another picture. Okay. Sharon Rose, hairdresser. We really don't know. I'm looking at like what has one clue? This has a clue. Beauty and the Brat, is that what I should call it? story to come to a conclusion. When I was younger, I thought my sister was the brat, and I was wrong. I wasn't wrong. Animal shelter. Can I look that up? Yeah, that's right. Let's see. Chef's signature. Oh, you know what? That's what it's called, right? This. Nope. Okay. I was terrified of the little go and educate to you logo. Demon doll, and I'd race the TV every day to switch the dial before her creepy laugh came on. Is that Cricket? Okay, wait. This is recently. I'm not sure. See, there's stuff here. Does that still have stuff? No. No, because we know who Christine is. There's clues here. Share the oh, maybe hold on. Sharon. Yes. See, there's so many combinations. Sharon Smith. Sharon. Okay, Sherry. Okay, Peter. Okay. I have no idea. I can't imagine what I could search for. They mentioned the animal shelter a couple of times. There's a picture of Pete somewhere, though. What does he do? If I go to this. And they built a charity together. That must be Lanes Across America. What if I go to Portland with that? Teen Blast? No. Telephoto? Formerly LAM. Lanes Across America. Does that matter? That might matter. Hold on. Oh, Lanes Across Miami. Oh my god. It does narrate it on the pages. Sharon Smith after the death of her husband. Sharon and some other board members stepped down in 92. There it is. That's his friend from college. So, she is here. Yeah, that's her. There we go. Right? Sharon left Lamb to begin to crop her and the rest of her wedding party out of the photo to focus solely on Drew, who is the face of the charity. Right. Okay, so that's... I think I'm right on that. Does this still have one? It does. Interesting. Same eyes though, huh? Same nose. Can I look that up here in this? No. Okay, I think that's right. His friend from college, her, and her sister. Oh, same, hold on. Does she have the same pendant thing? Necklace? No. Okay. I'm happy guessing all that, though. I think. Okay. Oh boy. Back to Guy Hudson. Now, the thing I don't want to do, which I'm going to have to do, so I might as well do it, is the... Hang on. This got lower. It still thinks there's something here. don't really know. Can I look at... Nah. Okay, yeah, let's focus back on old guy Hudson here. So the thing I don't want to look into, but I'm going to, is the expansion. What was it called? Roottrees. Brazil. Yeah. Roottree everywhere. Okay. Here we go. Page for each. Roottree Oz. Roottree. I might have that. Actually, it's hard to see on the tabs. Brazil. China. France. Okay. Roottree Oz. Companies created, manufacture, and distribute Roottree candy. Okay. Summer. No. Okay. Charles Martin. Manufactured licorice. After he impressed the American leadership. Roottree Oz did have some success, but only in certain regions. The manufacturing leg of the company shuttered in 1992. Death of Martin. Okay, it's just a... Let's look up Charles Martin. Martin's licorice bullets. 1979. He helped develop Roottree Oz. He used his own wealth to build a new factory that distributed maple treats throughout the same methods he'd already begun using for his previous candy venture. Much like how the Clancy Trust distribute the profits from the Roottree Company evenly, the profits from Roottree Oz would be split 50-50. Okay. This made Martin very, very wealthy, but also led to many cost-cutting measures meant to increase profits as much as possible, especially towards the end. Okay, Robin Martin, his daughter. She owns a private island off the coast of Australia. She reportedly has her own exclusive retreat. No husband. Widely circulated rumor that somewhere in the mid-70s, she had a medical procedure to ensure she would never have children. Robin's eggs, for what it's worth, Martin seemed to lean into the rumors. She once showed up at a charity function with 3 very attractive men, each wearing a shirt that simply said "Satisfied Partner." Okay, so let's do that, and she would never have children. Do we know if that's true? Okay, that might alleviate. That might free Australia from suspicion here. So let's go back here. We've looked up Brazil. Beginning of 1979. And we also have Christmas. have the Christmas photo. Okay. Because we've got, when did it say, was it on 6 pieces? Brazil. No. Is it in here? Yeah, maybe. I'll put this. Okay. Hold on, why did I think Brazil was during Christmas? Oh, it was here. Yeah. There we go. Christmas 1997. Wait. No. Heard that they're planning a new factory and petitioned them early in 1979. Near the beginning, but that's Christmas was when the they were releasing 5 pieces. Oh, wait. Let's go back and read about Roottree everywhere. Everywhere involved Rootree's expansion to other markets that were assessed to be ready. So they were selling it before they had a factory. And then they decided to put a factory there because it was going well. And then, what, he went back to Brazil? Or he did the Christmas... Okay. Well, we have his mistress, Susie. Let's go with Guy Hudson. That's got to be one of them, right? I actually had people with him when he went to Australia, France, and China. The daughter of the business partner in Australia, I think her name was Robin. He and she definitely spent a few nights together. Okay, but she was, she had her old tubes tied. Let's go to China. One of the companies created to manufacture and distribute Roottree candy. It was developed as part of the Roottree Everywhere in the summer of 1979. Still in the summer? Wasn't Australia in the summer? Oh, maybe the whole campaign. That makes sense. Okay. Let's pull this up for China. During the 1970s, China began to go through a period of economic reform. This led to new opportunities for American companies. Lang Hongbo was said to be personally one of the Roottree family. Was the owner of multiple textile factories, did not wish to import the ingredients and build a special factory to manufacture the candy in China. So instead, they made a deal to import bulk, unpackaged Roottree candy and label it for not only China but additional markets. Hong Bo, who was already in his mid-50s when the deal happened, only had daughters. His brother, Lang Hongyu, took control upon his death in 1986 after Hongyu died in 1992. He passed to the oldest child from the next generation, Long Xinyu. Okay. Let's look these people up. Lang Tai Textile Corporation, which is a company that has helped expand Rootree's products to China since the late 70s. The company seems very accomplished, and their site has quotes from many different reports and news articles. Quite often on websites about Chinese businesses, but those mentions. Okay. We're going to throw this into Business Watch in a second. Their page consists of very rudimentary leadership timeline with names that prove the company has been in the Lang family for a long time. 250 years. During the period where they began the Roottree deal, Lang Hongbo in China, was the CEO. He died before the internet was widespread, so there's not much out there other than his name on his website. His younger brother, Lang Hongyu. The current CEO is a woman listed simply as Xinyu. The site doesn't list her last name, though she does appear in the family tree below Hongbo. A few American logos, Tranquils, Piece of Asia. Okay. Okay, it's a businesswoman currently running the Lang Tai Textile Company. Recently listed an article on a website written by and for women. Okay. The article states that due to her lack of brothers, she took over as CEO of her family's company in '92. This was apparently an extremely controversial move amongst the company's employees, and some of them. The article does not state how many quit, and wrote a letter stating that she must have coerced him in his vulnerable state. Her nephew, who is currently second in command, is expected to take over when she retires. In the meantime, the board stance has been a twist on the popular proverb. An article roughly translated as someone that has proven they can do something well can do it 100 times well. An unproven leader could doom us all. An article also offhandedly mentions that Xinyu was an early adopter of IVF, helped her sister have a child. There's an unsourced picture. Okay, let's look at. Here we go. Okay. Back we go. Now, so she had in vitro. Can we look that up? Test tube baby. Give birth to a child developed from her own genetics. Sometimes, for example, a baby from an egg donor. Yeah, I know what it is. I'm familiar. This is like set in the 90s when this was like Jurassic Park. Okay. Unsourced. Yeah, so we have her. Now that is sus, knowing the story. Helped her sister. Do we know who her sister is? What's Lang Tai? Let's look that up. I've done... Okay, American stuff. Tranquils. Tranquil and quilts. Name is ironic considering they're the loudest quilts you've ever seen. The main quilt featured on their website is a flaming unicorn soaring through space. Dang. That's pretty sick. Piece of Asia. American arm of Lang Tai, located in Pittsburgh. Yo. According to their site, the Tai in Lang Tai translates to peaceful, so they chose their name in America to match. There's a lot of companies listed there. Too many to investigate. Nearly as accomplished as Lang Tai, they offer fabrics and clothes. Their wholesale prices. You don't spot anything out of the ordinary. The business is said to be owned by husband and wife Jerry and Linda Hahn. Okay. Their Chinese names are listed too. And if I'm using an online translator, it seems that Jerry is Han Jinwei. Linda is Lang Jinyao. So she's the sister. Okay. Can we look at the... I want to go back to this. I want to go to her. Oh, maybe we have to go to the sister. I just did that. Jerry, Linda, and Mark Hahn appeared recently on a website called Focus on Philanthropy. Hanging with the Hans. This is because they donate significantly to causes that further Chinese American culture. Jerry and Linda were both born in China and fell in love during college. Linda's father led a large company. After it expanded to the U.S., Linda's father approved of their marriage so long as Jerry took over the U.S. portion of the business. Linda jokes that the entire situation is something out of an Alanis Morissette song, with how ironic it all ended up. I was absolutely terrified to move to the United States, but my big sister was desperately in love with the idea. She used to have this Butch Cassidy poster on her wall and was obsessed with Robert Redford. Rest in peace. But somehow, Jerry and I were the ones sent here, and now we couldn't possibly imagine going back. When we had Mark, we never even considered giving him a traditional name. Meanwhile, my sister stayed in China and has thrived there. She doesn't even like visiting the U.S. anymore. Our kids are complete opposite, though. Mark couldn't wait to travel abroad. He's actually in business school in China. Our niece, who grew up there, was the opposite. She couldn't wait to get here. She started calling herself Lucy Lang. Okay, wait. Can I look her up? Wait, what? Lucy Lang is mentioned on a robotics website as part of Team Talon-Claw, are one of only 2 teams from the U.S. participating in a robot-based show. Jin and Tonix own an a cappella group in L.A. New York for a business called Corporate Synergetic Solutions Unlimited. Well, let's start with Team Talon-Claw. Hold up. No. Don't highlight it, search it. I don't know if it's relevant yet. Mid-Eastern University, a robot also called Talon-Claw, has been selected for appearance on the 2nd season of British television show. Jaya Patel, Lucy Lang, and Kurt Hauser. Okay. No, this is bad. This is a distraction. I want to go back to her. Oh, Business Watch. That's what I was going to do. Business Watch. Lang Thai Textiles. No, what's it called? That. Okay. What about Lang Jinyu? Here we go. Fewer results than Lang Tai. Lang Jinyu was even featured in Business Watch in 1992. She missed out on Watchman of the Year, but did have a pretty sizable article. Born in 1947, the first of 2 children. Her mother was already in her 30s. This was Jinyu's sister. It became clear her father was not going to have a son. Okay. Her father stayed president of Lang Tai for a very long time. His daughter grew up. He began training them in hopes that one of them would have a son who could take over. One helped him in China, the other in the U.S. Neither were given any official titles. When he died, due to societal dynamics, the business is passed to his male sibling, a younger brother. Many in the know knew that this could be a problem. His brother was not a businessman and was not much younger. During his time... Okay, wait. Okay, that's when she took over. Nothing on want to know about her in vitro, because I think that's where Guy Hudson comes in. Oh, what about the first guy? Lang Hongo. Did I look him up? Yeah, Lang. Who's the brother? Hong Yu. Same. Can I find... Something went on here. Because Guy went to China. So I think... We also have a picture of Lang Jinyu. Which makes me think that... Wait a minute. A single child. So it's one of these two. Does it mention that she's ever had a husband? Okay, wait. Okay. What about in news time? Telephoto. We have a lot more periodicals this time around. I need 5? Okay. Well. If we can find a Lucy Lang, I can just make the guess. Alright, let's go back and look at Team Talon-Claw. Can I get pictures of this? The Heterald. Got it. Heterald. Lucy. Team Talon-Claw. Lucy Lang should grip in China as Min Lang. That's it. Okay. There's something else. Roottree China. Helped your sister have a child. I want to know about that. Can I get the periodical? Can I get info, please? This is annoying. Controversial. Okay. What do I have? You. Hello. That must be Talon-Claw. What must? I'm just trying to think where I might find. No, that's afterwards. to China or anywhere. 1979. Wait. Hang on. Jamestown Claw. 79 would make her 20 years old. That fits for college. Factory Scale Madness. Collecting accents. Okay. Can we look up the other Lucy Langs? I don't think that's gin and tonics. CD compilation called Boca. Doesn't seem relevant. Does any of this matter? What? Wait. What's going on here? When searching for combinations of like the wind and attempting to narrow it down, that includes the Roottrees, you find that obscure Irish band called U2 once cited both FEX and Jim and Diamond as inspirations. As far as you can tell, neither FEX nor Subways has anything to do with your search, but seeing as U2 is relatively unknown to anyone outside Dublin. Oh, that must be the golden age. Let's just get back on the Lang Xinyu. Well, actually, these are locals, right? Pittsburgh. So, what's her name? Linda Hahn. Doesn't speak English at all. She is currently taking classes, and they visited in the late 70s with the rest of the leadership of Lang Tai when trying to court the Rootrees. They visited in the 70s. Wait, that's fucking huge. Lang Tai. Oh, hey, here we go. When you sort to find the oldest articles, October 1979 stands out. Very unusual because it doesn't involve Lang Tai's business. The article details a new medical industry. IVF was brand new, barely a year old. After the first successful IVF birth in 78, it seemed the industry began to grow. Apparently at the time the CEO of Lang Tai was Lang Hongbo and his young daughter, Lang Jinyao. And her husband could not have children, so in an attempt to create a suitable heir, he paid key genes to have their child implanted in his older daughter, who was unmarried. Oh, we did it. Search. Key genes. Medical company. Their services were in some cases falsified. While they did often perform IVF, the whistleblower proved that a few of their customers paid for a very different service, an alibi. The company would claim they performed IVF on someone who was already pregnant to create a cover story. Bro. Blew it wide open. Okay, can we actually look that up? They'd fly their clients to America, where they would stay for an extended period of time, then return to China with news of an successful... That's it. That's what happened. That they couldn't imagine a world in which the company would be allowed to continue operations without facing... Okay. We got it. We done did the good work. This is Jinyu. She flew out in late 70s. Lang. Yeah? CEO, not president. Her daughter. No. I didn't take the picture. Her daughter. This is what happened here. Unmarried, right? So not this one. Team Talon Claw. Loose, Min. Lang. Student. College. Give it to me. Boom. We blew this thing wide open. Look at that. We got everybody. Well, that is definitely going to be a good place to end the episode. Can we do the last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 next time? I assume so. In that case, I will see you then. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.